Erdoğan, we are not a party to the power struggle within the CHP in a speech delivered at the AK Party Group meeting. President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan referred to the by-elections held in 6 municipalities, stating, "The People's Alliance has achieved a very significant success," commenting on the debates following the absolute nullity ruling within the CHP. Erdoğan said, "We are not and will not be a party to the power struggle over seats and halls. Our struggle is against the tyrants of February 28th, referring to the NATO Summit to be held in Turkey, which U.S. President Trump will also attend," Erdoğan stated. Ankara will serve as a reference point in NATO history. Erdoğan drew attention to Israel's aggressive policies in the region, emphasizing that any attempt targeting the rights of Turkey and the Turkish Cypriots in the Eastern Mediterranean would be met with a firm response. President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan made important statements regarding current issues at the AK Party Group meeting. The key points from President Erdoğan's remarks are as follows. I greet you with respect at the opening of our AK Party Group meeting. I hope that our group meeting and the assessments we will make here will serve as a source of good. In these days when events and becoming of Turkish politics are taking place, I hope that the spirit of brotherhood within the AK Party Group will serve as an example to everyone. By elections in 6 municipalities since the very first day we set out on this journey, our bond with the people has continued to grow stronger. Over the weekend, we once again witnessed the strength of the bonds we have forged with our beloved nation. We went to the polls to elect mayors and council members in 6 municipalities. The AK Party won in 4 of them, while our alliance partner, the Nationalist Movement Party, emerged victorious in 1. The People's Alliance has achieved a significant success. Those who were shouting at the top of their lungs have gone silent for the past 3 days. They were passing judgment on our citizens, whom they had shuttled from one city to another by bus, seeing themselves as giants in a distorted mirror. With the arrival of the election results, they vanished into thin air. Those who were shouting at the top of their lungs have gone silent. In fact, we have witnessed a similar shamelessness before. Even though they knew full well they were trailing behind, they lied to our people, claiming they were in the lead. To these monuments of arrogance who are doing the same thing today and blaming everyone but their own incompetence, I'd like to say this, gentlemen, if you keep this up, you'll take an even bigger beating at the polls. If you don't get your act together, you'll end up as silent as a nightingale that's eaten too many mulberries. The problem isn't just in their perspective on politics, their political style, or their crude rhetoric. The problem lies in their mindset. It lies in the fact that the connection they've established with the streets isn't genuine or sincere. In the debates surrounding the CHP's 38th Congress, it is CHP members themselves who organized the Congress, who alleged it was tainted by corruption, and who took their claims to court with supporting documents to seek justice. With your forgiveness, I say that it is they themselves who have reduced Ghazi Mustafa Kemal's party to the level of a nightclub. Those who say, "I took bribes, I gave bribes, I gave so much money to this person," are the very same people. Those who yesterday called themselves the People's Hope and today brand others as traitors are, once again, the very same people. Our struggle is against the tyrants of February 28th. We have not paid heed to the taunts of political opportunists. I also see value in making this fact known here. In our view, it matters not who occupies the CHP's chairmanship. As the AK Party, our struggle is not against individuals. Our struggle is against the February 28th tyrants who made our headscarf-wearing daughters weep at university gates. We are not a party to the power struggle within the CHP. It is none other than themselves who have branded those they once called the People's Hope as traitors today. We are not and will not be a party to this power struggle. This is also the desire and expectation of our nation. We are duty-bound to act in a manner befitting ourselves. In our view, it holds no real significance who occupies the CHP's leadership seat. As long as it does not harm social peace, public order, or the political institution. The turmoil within the CHP does not concern us. We do not wish to be drawn into this vortex. Turkey needs not only strength, success, and stability, but also an opposition with vision, foresight, and sensitivity. I sincerely believe that sooner or later, Turkey will have the quality of opposition it deserves. Until that day comes, we will continue to strive to improve ourselves. We have intensified our preparations for the NATO Leaders Summit in Ankara. We attach great importance to the NATO Leaders Summit in Ankara. The announcement that U.S. President Trump will personally attend the summit is a significant step for the alliance, and there is intense global interest in the Ankara summit. We have intensified our preparations to ensure that the summit in Ankara becomes a landmark event in NATO's history. They are chasing pipe dreams in the Eastern Mediterranean. We see that an attempt is being made to ignite a spark of discord in the Mediterranean, particularly on the island of Cyprus, and we are closely monitoring developments. Unfortunately, crises and wars continue unabated in our region. From Gaza to Lebanon, wherever we turn, we are met with the heart-wrenching cries of the oppressed. Since its establishment, Israel has consistently acted as a threat to peace, tranquility, prosperity, and security in our region. The occupation of Palestine and the genocide against the Palestinian people continues systematically. Look, 73,000 innocent people have been slaughtered in Gaza before the eyes of the entire world. This genocide continues both in the form of mass killings and in the inhumane isolation of the population. Israel, which has carried out the bloodiest genocide in human history, has simultaneously attacked Iran and, as if that were not enough, has begun to invade Lebanon. Despite the reactions of regional countries, led by Turkey, Israel refuses to withdraw from Lebanon and continues its bloody operations there. Since March 2nd, the number of those killed in Lebanon has reached 3,700, while the number of wounded has reached 11,400. At the same time, Israel has embarked on a covert effort to destabilize African countries and the Mediterranean. Let no one embark on an adventure. They are chasing a pipe dream. Our response in the Eastern Mediterranean will be firm.